The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
As Jesus passed by, two blind men followed him, crying out, "Son of David, have pity on us." When he entered the house, the blind men approached him, and Jesus said to them, "Do you believe that I can do this?" "Yes, Lord," they said to him. Then he touched their eyes and said, "Let it be done for you according to your faith." And their eyes were opened. Jesus warned them sternly, "See that no one knows about this." But they went out and spread word of him through all that land.
The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
I think we all know by now that we're in a season of Advent. And the word Advent means something like coming, the coming of Jesus. And that makes sense, right? That in this season, these 4 weeks that we have before Christmas, we are preparing for Jesus' coming, for his being born at Christmas. And this passage, really actually all of our readings today and the prayers of the Mass point to what we are supposed to be doing as we await, as we prepare for the coming of Jesus. So in the first reading we hear, when God comes, then the blind will see, the deaf will hear. And then in the gospel passage, what do we see? Blind people being cured. So we're supposed to remember back to the first reading, that when God comes to his people, he will heal them. And that's what we see in the passage. So when Jesus comes, God's great healing comes to his people. And we have to remember this as we make our way through our Advent season, is that God is coming to us today. Jesus is coming to us today. I mean, for many of us in a very special way, as we receive Jesus in communion, in the Eucharist, Jesus is coming to us today. But Jesus comes to us also whenever we turn to him in prayer. And Jesus comes to us whenever we try to follow him in faith. He's there with his strength so that we can do what it is he has called us to do and what he enables us to do. Right? Jesus makes us, when we commit ourselves to him, Jesus makes us full and flourishing human beings, such that we're able to love God with our whole heart, mind, soul, and strength. And we're able to love our neighbor as ourselves. We're able to love every single person that God brings into our life today. We can do it. We can love them if we trust and follow Jesus. And that's, again, at the heart of the gospel passage that we have today, is our depth of trust in Jesus. Do we trust and follow him? And how deep does it go? How deep, how sincere, how true is our faith? Do we trust Jesus? Do we trust that he can accomplish in us what he has called us to do, right? So if he has called us to love God and love the people around us, do we trust that he will give us the heart to do it? Do we have the same kind of faith that these blind men had as they went to Jesus and said, "Heal us, heal us"? What kind of healing do we need in order to have our eyes opened to Jesus and trust him confidently in faith? And whatever that is, we can ask God today for the healing and the strength that he wants to give us. And as we approach him here in this sacrificial offering, we offer ourselves to God through and with and in Jesus. And so receive that healing and strength that our hearts need in order to follow wherever he leads.